How's it going, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube? This is Dan again. Anyway, I'm going to show how I do my install of Debian Testing whenever I run Debian Testing. So, we're going to go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and go to Workspace 2. Alright, we're going to go to New. Create a new virtual machine. Yes, indeed. So, we're going to browse until we find the right one. So let's go to Downloads. Let's go to Debian Testing. Choose Volume. So it's loaded. So we're going to choose 4 CPUs and 8192 memory, so that we have 8 gigs of memory and 4. And now we're going to go forward. And for the hard drive, this is Virtual Machine Manager or whatever, Virt-Manager, whatever you want to call it. And it works great. So I'm going to choose 120 gigs, and I'll eventually talk more about why I switched. We're going to do Debian Testing -2 because I already have one made. And it's awesome. So there it is. There's the install. We're going to go full view here. Okay, we're going to go to install. We're going to go to English. For me, I'm in the United States, so I mean, if you're somewhere else, that's what you're going to want to choose. But I'm going to choose United States. And of course, I speak English, but this applies to whatever you decide to speak. So there's different. There's Canadian multilingual, there's Canadian French, there's Bulgarian, there's Bosnian, but American English is what my choice is. So anyway, it is loading the additional components, and I'm just going to show you what an install is like if you're curious. And you know, the network is configurable. It's just different how their WPA is set up in Debian, but I could show you what that looks like. It's just I'm gonna have to pull up some notes, but I'll show you where I pull up notes while this is going. But anyway, we're gonna put test. We're gonna call this test 2 because I already have a test 1. So we're gonna call it test 2, and we're gonna hit continue. In the domain name, we'll just make up a name. We'll just call it test. Virtuoso. Virtuoso. We'll just call it Virtuoso. Okay, choose a complicated password. Choose a complicated password that works for you. And username. So I mean, for instance, I'm Dan, so I'm going to type in Dan and hit enter. Username for the account, Dan. So let's go ahead and hit enter. And we're going to choose a complicated password once again. I would say, folks, you know, with passwords, use a password that you're going to remember, that no one else is going to know that you write or anything, and you'll be okay. Of course, you know, my time zone is Eastern, so I'm going to choose Eastern because that looks correct. And more components are being loaded. Now starting up the partitioner. So we're going to use the entire disk. You know, these are good options if you want to set up an encrypted LVM or set up an LVM, but I'm just going to use the entire disk because that's what I do anyway. And virtual disk 1 is what we're going to install. And if you're new, you're going to want to choose this option, all files in one partition, which we're just going to go with the default and choose that. We're going to finish partitioning and write changes to disk. Write changes to disk, we're going to hit yes. So, you know, with Debian Testing, the reason why it's good to install Debian Testing, I mean, let's just say you need up-to-date software, and it's not exactly rolling, but the software is up to date, so I mean that's a good thing. Um, and yeah, my mind's gone blank. But anyway, the base system's about to be installed, so there's not going to be anything else. I'm thinking about choosing a desktop environment for this, but I'm just going to show the basic installation of Debian. So this is configuring apt. So do we have any extra media? The answer is no, we do not have any extra media we want to scan, so we're going to hit enter. And our archive mirror is the United States, so I mean for your country you got to choose what's appropriate. And I'm going to choose deb.debian.org because that's the best mirror. So there's no proxy, so I'm just going to hit enter. It's going to do its thing. It's retrieving files. So we're looking good. Upgrading software. This is awesome. I'm glad I could show you guys the install of Debian Testing. So we're going to hit participate popularity contest. So, okay, should I do a desktop? Honestly, I don't want to do a desktop to begin with. I want to start out, or actually we'll do a desktop environment. Why not? Let's just say you want a different environment, right? Let's just say you have low specs. You can install these desktops right here, like LXDE, LXQT. Let's go with LXDE just to be cute. We got LXDE. We're gonna go ahead and hit continue because LXDE does come with PCManFM, which is an awesome file manager. So, and plus, no one's talked about LXDE in a while. I mean, the file manager still gets updated, so I mean, why not talk about LXDE? I mean, it's slow, lightweight. It's not meant to be alive or used, but you know what? It's still chosen for installation anyway. I mean, this is if you have like a really old machine, and you know you have to install it. But anyway, I would usually pause the video, but I'm just going to talk about the installation a little bit. So this is installing the desktop, and this is what you want. This is what you need. I mean, LXDE is pretty good. It's a pretty reliable desktop environment, and it gets the job done. It's straightforward, to the point. But anyway, I think I will pause it here, but we'll come back to the video when it's done. Up, it's finished installing. We're now installing the Grub bootloader. So it's going to give you the option which shows it seems that this new installation is the only operating system on this computer. If so, it should be safe to install the Grub bootloader to your primary drive, your UEFI partition boot record. Warning, if your computer has another operating system on it the installer failed to detect, this will make that operating system temporarily unbootable. Through Grub, it can manually be configured later to reboot it, or to boot it. Install the Grub bootloader to your primary drive? Yes, we are. And we're going to install it dev VDA. And there you go, finishing the installation. But yeah, I mean, I think LXDE is a great desktop environment. It doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, they're still updating some things for it, so I still see it as usable. So we're going to reboot. And we're going to go back to view, full screen. There we go. So it doesn't like something. There it is. It's loading. There it is, Debian 13, which is coming out very soon. There it is, LXDE, an awesome desktop environment. Let's go to preferences here. Let's fix this because this is driving me crazy. The monitor settings. There it is. Let's change it. Change it to 1920 by 1080. Boom. Apply. There we go. Okay, there it is. Save. There it is. So here it is, Debian Testing. We've got our Office. We've got LX Music and Player, which is a video player. That's very interesting. So this is default Debian, but you can make this whatever you want to make it to be and how you want it to look. It doesn't have to be just like this, but I mean, this is great what it comes with, especially Firefox ESR. Of course, you know, I like seeing in a virtual machine how YouTube runs, and it runs pretty good. It ran good for me a few minutes ago when I did this earlier. So let's just type in sound, or let's type in Hulk Hogan. He passed away. He was a good wrestler, Hulk Hogan. So we're going to Google Hulk Hogan. Better yet, nothing sad. Hulk Hogan theme song. Yeah. So real American.
Every time you turn around, something is draining our pockets. Lately, it's been Senator John Ossoff.
He voted against the working family tax cuts that eliminated tax.
I am a real American. Fight for the
there it is. Sound works.
every man.
Of course, video's better than that, but. Alright. Well, it's been fun doing this video, but I think that's going to be it. So I'll go ahead and shut this down, and I'll talk to you guys for a minute. But I think that doing this was interesting. Like, I thought about doing things a certain way, but I decided that to do a desktop environment install, because most of these environments give you the tools you need, and a lot of people log in through the login screen now. So it's not like it was where people, I mean, manually I'm starting this and, you know, IceWM, but you know, there's still bugs that I have to work out sometimes. So, you know, I'm happy that I was able to do this video today. I hope you guys got some good tips from it, but my tips are, you know, if you're installing a desktop environment or anything, let's just say I'll do a future video if you guys want me to. I'll see if you guys want me to do a mainline install of Debian to where you customize everything, but it takes a lot of work, and it does, because you gotta, you know, say no to certain dependencies and stuff like that if you don't want them. But really, it's easier just to install a full environment in Debian, because you can always install Window Manager or whatever it is that you need and work on it on top. But that's why I use Arch Linux, you know, for me, because I don't have to eliminate dependencies. I mean, it just comes with what you need, and that's it. And that's why I like Arch Linux, and that's why I continue to use it. So, but anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will make a video soon. So stay tuned. See ya.
This has been a Dan Matheny production. Thanks for watching.